Okay, everybody, this lesson is part 3. We're splitting this section in the textbook up into 3 parts, actually 4 parts. The next one, tomorrow, we're going to do a review of them all. So anyways, let's go ahead and start off with before we add or subtract any of the fractions, don't forget we got to get common denominators. So speaking of common denominators, let's get the least common multiple of 28 and 36, 28m and 36m cubed, okay? Least common multiple, don't forget, is the most of every factor that we see. So we got to get the prime factorization of 28. 28 is 4 times 7, and so 4 is 2 squared. 2 squared times 7 times m. And then here's 36, 4 times 9. Okay, so there's 4 is 2 squared. There's 9, 3 squared. Okay, most every. So I see some 2's, I see 3's and 7, so I want an m. So I want the most group of 2's. So they both have the same, so we'll just pick one of them. The most group of 3's is this one. This one has a 7. We got to pick this, and we're going to pick this group of m's because that's the most right there, okay? So our LCM is going to be all of those, so we're going to go ahead and multiply 4 times 9 times 7. 4 times 9 is 36. Don't give up on yourself on your multiplying skills, you guys. I know you guys want to pick up a calculator and think you're done with it, but you're closing the door on trying to multiply, you guys. And so multiplying will always help you. Don't forget how to multiply. 7. It's not hard, you guys. 7 times 6 is 42. There's the 2. Okay, carry the 4. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 4 is 25, so 252. You know, I got a handful of kids that still like doing that, and I think that's great, you guys. You're just honing in your multiplication skills. A lot of kids want to just pick up a calculator and be done with it. Anyways, I'll get off my harping wagon here. Okay, so find the LCM. So let's factor this, you guys. Factors of -5 that add to 4 and factors of 10 that add to 7. Okay, so there they are factored. Okay, don't forget LCM is most every. So I see some x plus 5s, x minus 1s. That's x plus 5 is already covered, and x plus 2. So all 3 of those different factors. There's the LCM. Okay, factor these guys. This one is difference of squares, x plus 2, x minus 2. Factors of 4 that add to -4 are -2 and -2. So that's x minus 2 squared, okay? Most every, so the most group of x minus 2's is this one, and don't forget your x plus 2. So your LCM is x plus 2 times x minus 2 squared. Whatever order you want to put it in is fine. Okay, all right. Let's see, so a plus 3 times a minus 4. Okay, so that one, that's your LCM. There's nothing in common. There's no most groups. You got to have every factor. That's what this is, every factor, even if they're all different. You got to have them all. All right, so find the sum or difference. Okay, so here we got to get a common denominator. Okay, here's all the multiples of 12. 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. 9 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So they both share this 36 right here. So we're going to change those denominators to 36. 4 times 9 is 36. So we got to multiply the top by 4. 12 times 3 is 36. So we got to multiply the top by 3. Okay, so we get 20 over 36. 15 over 36 is 35 over 36. Okay. All right, okay, get this one here. Okay, so the least common denominator, we got to get 8 is 2 cubed. It's 2 times 4, and 4 is 2 times 2. 12 is 4 times 3, so it's 2 squared times 3. Okay, most every. So I'm going to take that group of 2's because that's the most group of 2's, that 3, and that group of x's right there. So the LCD is going to be 24x to the third. Okay, so this is 8x squared. I need to get it to be 24, so I got to multiply it by 3 and an additional x. This one's going to be multiplied by 2. That'll give us 24x squared in both those denominators. Okay, 3x times 9, 27x. 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, now we have 24x cubed, so we just can go ahead and add the numerators. 27x plus 10 over 24x cubed. Okay, now if we had a number that went into all 3 of these numbers, then we can cancel it out. But there is no number that goes into 27, 10, and 24, so that's the answer right there. Okay, all right, this one here. Okay, the LCD is 18x squared. 6 goes into 18, and this one has the most group of x's right here, so we got to have x squared. So this one's going to be multiplied by x over x. This one's going to be multiplied by 3 over 3. That'll get us 18x squared in both those denominators. Okay, so go ahead and multiply. 6x over 18x squared, 12 over 18x squared. So there's our answer right there. But hold on, wait a minute. 6 goes into this number, and this number. So we're going to divide this by 6, and it's going to be 1x. This by 6 is going to be 2, and this by 6 is going to be 3x squared, okay? So when you do that, that's going to give us an answer, a reduced answer, okay? And this is what I would like you guys to get good at, is being able to recognize if you can reduce it. All right, so this guy right here, the common denominator is 2x and then x minus 1, okay? So what we have to do is multiply this one by x minus 1 over x minus 1, this one by 2x over 2x. So here we go. And then we're going to go ahead and distribute right here. So 5 times x is 5x. There's the 5x. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. And then 3x times 2x is 6x squared, and it's a minus right there. So that's your answer right there. Now your textbook would probably rearrange the top, you guys, and make it negative 6x squared plus 5x minus 5. Okay, over that denominator right there. All right, and then my old textbook was good about being, let me go back, making this numerator factor out to something in the denominator, and it cleans it up nicely. But this book hasn't been very good about that, I've noticed. So, okay, here's another one. So the common denominator is 3x and x plus 2. Okay, so here we go. So let's go ahead and multiply by the missing pieces right there. So this one's going to get x plus 2 over x plus 2, and this one's 3x over 3x. Okay, and then we'll distribute 10x plus 20. And then this is going to be minus 21x squared. Okay, all over the same denominator, 3x plus 2. Okay, so that could be a good answer, and your book might rearrange it and put it in descending order right there. Okay. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, I think we're getting close to the end, so let's factor the denominator first. So factors of negative 8 that add to 2 are 4 and negative 2. This is x plus 2, x minus 2. So factor the denominators first. There you go. And then the common denominator is x minus 2, the x plus 2, and then the x minus 4 is, whoops, I see there's a plus in here. This guy should be a plus, I think, right there. Okay, let me put that to a plus. There we go. Okay, so you know what? I know what's going to happen. I'm going to put a plus right there and put it up in there. Sorry about this, you guys. Oh heck, well you'll see here. I'll just put it over here. Okay, so the missing piece right there, I'm going to go ahead and put that plus up there right now. Okay, there's a plus. It's going to crowd it out. Sorry, you see behind the scenes action right here. Okay. Anyway, so the missing piece right here. So this one's missing the x plus 2. So we multiply it by x plus 2 over x plus 2. This fraction's missing the x plus 4. So we multiply it by x plus 4 over x plus 4. Okay, you guys with me? All right, so now notice this denominator is x plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 4. X plus 2, x minus 2, x plus 4. So we're good on the denominators. We have common denominators. Now we get to FOIL out this top times this top. FOIL out this top times this top right here. Okay, so when we do that, we're going to get to this right here. All right. Whoops. Golly, I got a little crazy on me there. Okay. So here it is. I did x times 2x is 2x squared. X times negative 1 is negative 1x. 2 times 2x is plus 4x. And finally, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Okay, now notice there's a minus right here. So that's this minus right here. And we got to FOIL it out. And then at the end, we're going to distribute that minus sign through. Okay, so x times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. 1 times x is 1x. And then 1 times 4 is 4 right there. Okay, all right, so when we clean those up in the middle right there, I combined like terms. Negative 1x plus 4x is plus 3x. 4x plus 1x is plus 5x right there, all over the common denominators right there. Okay, and then let's go ahead and continue that over here on the next side. So I'm just going to pick this up and take it right over here. There it is right there. Okay, now let's distribute this negative through. So here we go. I did it in a few steps right there. So there's my minus x right there. We'll put the minus through again with the minus 5x. We'll put the minus through again. We get a minus 4. And then let's clean it all up. So now we have 2x squared minus x squared is 1x squared. 3x minus 5x is minus 2x. And then negative 2 minus 4 is going to get me a negative 6 right there. Okay? All right, if you are in my class, that's the assignment I'm going to give you. See you tomorrow.